today I'm actually going to quickly share what I got for my birthday. All the pieces are not actually here, and also I will state that most of these pieces you've already seen in shared hauls. It's just that people know me very well. With the birthday being in January, they tend to give me money for my birthday because they know I like hitting the sales and everything, and usually they're by that time, see, I've gone through all my wardrobes and I know what pieces I need, so I always like to have new PJs, a pair of new trainers, and sometimes a couple of things off my wish list. So I'm going to go right into it. As I said, I have shared these pieces before, but I can go through them again. The first one I needed was a pair of new trainers, so I've got these grey ones. Everything was, I think, pretty much in sale. These were originally £14, reduced down to £7. It's just these grey trainers. As I said, it's one thing I tend to use a lot, and I tend to use one pair until they practically fall to pieces, like my peach ones that I've been wearing, peach stroke orange ones, and they're about had it now, so I needed another pair of trainers, so that's those. And from my son, I have got, they were from hubby, by the way, and this was for my son. As I said, I did share this was one of the things that I bought just after Christmas. It's got this nice white fleecy inside, and this was originally £12, and this was down to £7 as well. And it's this material. As you know, I do like these big thick fleeces. This is more what I would wear outside, you know, on a reasonably coolish day, and I like to wear these things when we go in the caravan as well. So that's the jacket, and I did get it in a large size because I can then wear a thinner fleece underneath if I wish to. So that is the grey jacket, which was something else on my list. Also for my son, I had this pyjama top, and this was originally £8 down to £3. Most of these items were from Primark, and it's this Olaf shirt, if you remember me showing you this. Do you want to build a snowman? And it's that one. And it's I've actually stated I do wear a lot of black jogging bottoms or black PJ bottoms, so sometimes I like to get different tops and just wear black bottoms. And this is like a t-shirt material, but it's also got the long sleeve in, so I can get away with this just as casual wear around the home, and also I can actually wear this in bed because it's not too thick. I have got some thicker pyjamas which are too thick to wear in bed, but I use them more as lounge PJs, and I'll show you those in a moment. So that was from my son as well. And the other item I got from my son, and this was £3 down to £1 for the iPhone 6 Plus. It's frozen too, is this phone case. And it was about time I showed these pieces because I really wanted to get them put away now until I can use them. So that's that. And I'll go back to that one. From another family member, said, again, I have shown this before, I got this Minnie Mouse cushion. This was £7, reduced down to £3. I did say I want to do red and white and black Christmas time, this Christmas. But I can use this even now, actually, coming up to Valentine's Day, because of the red and the white. It'll probably go nice actually on my bed now, but also I want to use it over this coming Christmas. I've got a couple of you know, Mickey and Minnie pieces. Didn't get my fleece blanket, but hopefully they'll sell it again this year. I'm hoping, and I will get it straight away this time if they do, because I want the one with the red truck in, if I can, with the tree and that. So we shall see. So I've got that. for another member, I got these pyjamas, and again, it's these tartan ones. I love these, and these are not overly thick, so I could wear these in bed. And it's got another one of those long sleeve t-shirt type pyjama tops, and this one has just got the Mickey Fan Club, and there we are, like that. So there we are, and that'll go nice. As you've probably seen, I've got actually mini red dressing gown, and I've got mini red slippers that I had a fair few years ago that I've been wearing. So there's that one. So that's another set. Oh, and this set was originally £12, and it was down to £5. So this is why I like to have money for my birthday, because I can get quite a bit in the sales, and I have done this all my married life, actually, even before I got married, and it just works out better for me. The thick pyjamas, again, I've shared these before. These were £11. These were, again, down to £5. And it's these great fleecy ones with the, you know, like the Mickey symbol on them. They had so many pyjamas. I could have bought some more. And a couple of members said, oh, go and get you, have a couple more pairs. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that, because what will happen is I'd have to get rid of even more, and I didn't know exactly how much I would be able to get rid of before I get these put away. But I did get rid a fair bit, as you've probably seen, out of my loungewear and pyjama sets. So I got these. This sort of material, I got some Harry Potter ones, but the family members have apologised. They've still got hold of them, and they'll give me them when they see me. But I've got Harry Potter ones, so when I get those, I will share those. So again, all those were from Primark. Hubby also got me these earphones, which is these lilac Umbro type ones. Now these, if I remember rightly, because I didn't actually purchase these, on he put them in the basket when we went to Asda, and I think these were £10. I'm sure they were £10. Most things I know what their prices are, even though they are for me. But yeah, hubby knew that I wanted another pair of earphones. They were on my wish list. Have been using my Sun Skull ones, which I didn't realise were something like £60 odd. If I knew they were that much, I probably wouldn't be using them. But yeah, I think I've used them more than he does. He does usually pay a lot for his earphones anyway. And I think the earphones I was using, the white ones with the skulls on, I think they were an expensive pair of earphones as mine, £10. I did have a pair, I don't know if it was last Mother's Day or the Mother's Day previously, and they lasted pretty well. They were only a £5 from Primark in pink, and I did use them until someone sat on them. I'm not saying who they were, not me, and snapped them. So that's why I needed another pair. So yeah, I think they're nice. So yeah, I tried to stick with pieces that I really needed or wanted rather than anything. And that comes up to this next gift. Now, my good friend, my BFF, she took me out for coffee and she took me out for lunch, and we had a bit of a shopping trip. Now, she felt awful because she said, I'm going to take you on a spending spree, because I've been watching your videos of decluttering and organising. She says, I really don't know what to get you this year. This is the same BFF that brought me that lovely purple dressing gown that's got my name on, and she really does buy me some lovely gifts. She also brought me that caravan mug for Christmas, and she bought me a blue bottle that's got friends on, that lights up, you know, she's really good that way. But she didn't know what to buy me for my birthday since it follows Christmas. So she said, I'll take you out. And I was just happy with lunch and coffee and everything. She says, no, I want to buy you something. And I kept saying, no, you're fine. But no, she wouldn't have it. So she said, where do you want to go? So we ended up at the Works and going through all the books. Now, I bought a few books before Christmas, like do I say, positive quotes, you know, workout and things like that. You know, just things to give a good sense of well-being, that sort of thing. So this is near enough on the same sort of lines as that, and also a little bit of organising. So I was very strict. She did say I didn't spend my budget, but I wasn't having it. She's a good friend of mine. I said, no, this is fine. You took me out for a meal. I was quite happy with that. And I'm going to share the books that we shopped together and bought for my birthday. The first one is this essential oils, and I wanted something, even though I might have to check with the GP or even the chemist, there's you know, going natural as well. I do take a hell of a lot of medication. I have spoken to hospital about certain things, and it just goes through you know, the different things and what they're for, like lemon, and it will break it down to traditional uses, ailments and remedies, and why it works. And each of the things, it's like there's something in here that I was looking at. It's got sweet orange, mandarin, grapefruit, and so it's got quite a few of them in here. And I just thought, you know, it's a nice book also to take to the caravan. I can read it. It's one of those, I do have coffee tables, but I don't tend to have too many books out at a time, because my bookcase, as you probably know, is right near my lounge outside where I've got my craft cubby and everything, dining room, so it's quite universal. Normally I may have one type of book up here besides my Kindle, which it's usually on either on the side or in my my owl cushion behind me. So I don't tend to have too many books laying around, but I do like the odd one. This is about peppermint and everything, so, and lavender and all those sort of things. Now this book was originally £12.99 and it was on sale for £4. So I say I wanted something on oils. And the other one said, well, I took the prices off and put them inside, so I knew what they were. This one was originally, let me have a look, what was the original price on this one? I think it was originally £6, then it was £4, then it was down to £2. And I wanted this for specifically YouTube. It's actually got a home organiser. Then on the other side of this front, it's got important information, so it has like family doctor and all that sort of thing, but I didn't want it for that. It's got the conversion tables, length, capacity, area and weight, which I don't know if that's going to be clear or whether you can see that at all. And say it's got monthly planner, notes, contacts, projects and inspiration. And as I said, I want this mostly for my filming of and all my ideas for YouTube. So in the first one, it's got this little little pouch there, and that says monthly planner, so I could put bits and pieces in there if need be. And it's all set out like it's got the month and then monthly planner up there, and you just put obviously what month it is, and then there's the dates down the side there. And then the next segment has got notes, which is this one. And again, each of these are like little cardboardy paper wallets to put any information in. And that's then got a segment of notes, so I can jot things down. Next one is contacts. So I think in that one I could put any information. If I have to contact anybody on YouTube, or say someone writes me a letter or anything or whatever, I can just slip it in there, because I want to thank some of my subscribers that have sent me letters and notes, so, you know, and cards. I really do appreciate it. And then it does have a place for contacts there. So in here, rather than putting you know, like names and addresses, everything. I could put maybe the YouTube, the name, and obviously the person's name if I know what it is or it's stated anywhere, and maybe even a brief so I can keep a track, because there's certain YouTube channels I follow and I subscribe to that I watch for different reasons. Like some might be for well-being, some might be for organising and decluttering, different things, some for crafts, you know what I mean, and some just a mixture, like mine tend to be a whole mixture of everything, do you know what I mean? So sometimes there might be, and I did actually have it, and I've got it in a notebook downstairs in my cubby, of just a page of certain YouTubers that I do strictly follow, and just a brief, you know, why that particular one. As I say, very often the ones that I do actually watch frequently, I know by the title, or I recognise what they are for, but just, you know, just at the back of my mind, so I don't have to thinking, oh, what was that channel I was wanting? It was about organising. I do follow quite a few different channels. Again, it depends on the mood I'm in, to watch what I'm doing also and what time I've got. So if that makes sense, enough rabbiting on contacts, but I always keep saying this, I know what I mean. So like the YouTube channel, the person who it is, and obviously what that main channel is about. And then the next one is projects. And again, like I said, another one of those paper folder things, wallets. And then it's got some sheets of paper with projects there, so I can scribble down any notes I wanted to. And then it's got another wallet with inspiration on, and then it's got these different categories to write and jot inspirational pieces I want down. So I'm sure this all makes sense. What I'm trying to say is, because I have all these ideas and I do have notebooks around the home, because one of the best things about doing, especially if you've got you know, you can't switch off, which is my main problem, and I think half the time this is why I don't sleep very well at the moment, especially during the first couple of months, because my mind's in, well, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do this. I want to get through my house as quickly as possible, although it's taken me a lot longer than what it normally does, because obviously next month we will start our caravan season, so I'd like to get most of it done, and also obviously my spring cleaning as well. It's like I said, paintwork, it's terrible, and I do apologise again. Skirting boards, you know, I've got my magic erasers and things and cleaning products, and that is another haul I've got to do, because it's sticking in the bag and I want to put it away and I want to use it. Some of the items from my mixed haul, some members of family have gone into my bag because there's certain things they wanted, like my son, he did a bit of shopping, and unfortunately it started getting used before I did the haul, but never mind. So this is for £2. I think this is really nice, and along with my planner, I know a lot of people think it's best to keep one book, but it's not going to work for me. I wanted one specifically for YouTube, then I got my everyday planner, and also, as I said, I do use a notebook for scribbling things down, and I've also got a desk planner as well that very often other family members use, that I tend to sometimes have on the breakfast bar, especially if it's an occasion coming up, or we're going away or something like that, so everybody can scribble down what they need to do leading up to that occasion. So that's enough about that one, and I think these are good. Do check the Works out if you haven't for things like this. They've got some amazing sale items, clearance items there in the stores at the moment, and as I said, if you look especially at the front of the store, which they normally have their clearance items, you can pick some really good bargains up. The next one, I really think this, again, this was £12.99 down to £4. It's Get Creative. over 60 exercises, activities and prompts to stimulate your imagination. So that is the front, and it basically says everyone has a creative spark inside them. Sometimes it just takes a nudge to get it going. This book is full of encouraging ideas and exercises to stimulate your brain and release your inner artist, writer and most creative self. Get Creative takes you on a journey to practice mindfulness and transform your space into a haven of self-expression. See your everyday surroundings with a brand new perspective. Draw and write freely without fear of failure. And most importantly, get creative. And although I haven't started this book, I have been looking through it and I'm really looking forward to it. And I think this is one thing that's really going to follow me around when I go to my appointments. I've got quite a few doctors and hospital appointments coming up, going in the caravan, and you know, yeah, sometimes when I know I'm going to be out any length of time, especially at the hospital, I do have snacks, drink, phone obviously, sometimes my Kindle, and sometimes something like this, you know, just to keep me occupied, because some of these I can be at the hospital all day. So I'm just going to see if I can just point out a few bits, but that basically sort of shows you, and it's got things like declutter your desk, and it's got lists. I think what I'll have to do is in my cubby, craft cubby, is sit down and just go, if you are interested in more exercises than this, and whether you want to purchase it yourself or want me to go in any more depth in this book, maybe I could show you in a better light at my desk so I can have the camera actually on top of it. It says make piles or fill out the lists opposite. List one for the things you use every day and need to hand. Essential items and tools for creating. List 2 for more seldom used items, such as research materials or logbooks. List 3 for items you won't need in the foreseeable future or no longer need. List 4 for items you like but that serve no purpose. So it's things like that, and then you've got your list there. Now, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to write in this or not. I'm not 100% sure. If I am, I'm going to use a pencil. I think I will. I mean, it is reasonable. Whether I actually try and get another one, I don't know. I'm going to see how I get on with this one. I might just use a pencil. If I create from the heart, nearly everything works. If from the head, almost nothing. So it has some quotes in there. It says, awaken your senses, and it has different segments in here. It says, take a minute, stop right now and ask yourself how you are feeling emotionally. Are you elated, happy, bored, angry? Circle 10 words below that describe how you are feeling right now, or add your own. Try to do this every day. And then it just has a list of words. Now, if you're anybody like me who suffer from anxiety or panic attacks, or may even suffer from depression, or you know, just emotional, or even stuck in the home, and you want to get into that creative side of you, then I think this would be a really good book. And it has little exercises, and it's nothing difficult, you know, nothing is wrong. I mean, you take it as it comes, and it's just what's inside. And another exercise is emotional connections. Graffiti tag your emotion, you know, and it's got little places to do your little exercises. So I think this is an excellent book for anybody. it doesn't matter how creative you are and what you're, you know, how you stand doing your art projects or anything. I think this is one of my #1 books anyway. And I think that's enough rabbiting on about the books. But as I said, I do like reading. I do use my Kindle a lot, but I also do like picking up a reading book. And these sort of the books are the ones that I tend to go for, that I like, you know, in my hand. I like to have pages, if you know what I mean. So hope you've enjoyed this video and me rabbiting on again about my gifts and everything. But I also like to sort of state why I buy certain items or certain gifts, and that's why a lot of people think, well, it was no surprises, you knew what you were getting. But that doesn't bother me, because what I have actually received is everything I would use, everything I really do like, and everything that, again, supports me as me as a person. So once again, thanks for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Goodbye.